Okay, testing. I believe we're going live. Although my screen's not. It is showing stuff now. Okay. I think my mic's a little loud. Just adjusting some stuff right now. Let's see. I guess I'll close OBS. Won't run my live stream. There we go. Let's get the music going. I think it's loading. I think we're getting there. I'm going to set up my chat so I can see it on the screen next to me. And my sound's not working. I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear things? I currently have no sound, which is not very helpful. But hopefully I'll have chat up really soon. Hey Chase the Super Lover. You can't hear the music either. Okay, let's get this music figured out. Okay. Is OBS OBS is not detecting the music. That is weird. It was just working a few seconds ago. Do 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 do. Man. Okay. Let's see. Nope, still no music. Advanced audio properties. That is so weird. I'm gonna just try opening and closing. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play my actual video, see if I
will
can.
not want.
Okay, that's really loud. Can you
He
hear
maketh
this?
me to lie down in green pastures.
Let's see if
He
that's...
leadeth me beside
There
the
we go.
still waters.
There we go. That's almost too
He
loud.
restoreth my soul.
Okay, I think I see the problem.
He leadeth me
I
in the
think
paths
I
of
see the
righteousness
problem.
for his name's sake.
So we're gonna do some...
Yea.
We're gonna do some live stream repair real quick. I believe for the screen capture, it's capturing the audio from the screen selected. So I'm gonna see if I can add... Nope. Can I add another one? Let's try some more. Maybe it just needed to wake up. Nope. Did I accidentally mute it? Nope. Didn't do that. No, I want it to allow autoplay. Okay, we're still figuring this. Okay, so it looks like we can hear the music from my editing software, but not the music from the background music, which is not normal. We should be able to hear that. Let's see. Screen capture, audio monitoring, monitor and output. Let's try that. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, what's weird is that I can't hear the internet music either. So we gotta get this figured out. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try. Sorry about this. It's so weird that it's the. If I pull up. I'm just gonna close that and try and open it again. Maybe it's that it needed a new tab to play music from. Let's try that. Playlists, laid back lo-fi. There we go. It was just a glitch. We have got audio, we've got music, we've got animation, and the funny thing is I'll be pausing the music again real soon. But we have got music now for the actual animating. So, there we go. Yes, Chase, we got it. The technical difficulties have been figured out. So, I'm going to show you the plan for today's video. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting my animation of Psalms 23. Now to show you what I've got set up right here, I'm in Filmora right now. This is my editing software. But I have made a storyboard to show all the shots that I have planned for the video. So as you can see, we've got start from shot 1, and I've just basically written in the basic description of every single shot. And then I've got the end title card. You'll notice it's really long. So this is where, at the end of a video, it'll have like the recommended next video and a subscribe button. That's all this will go. And that's to make sure I write that I'm going to put that here to make sure I don't, because I wanted there to be a picture at least when there's the subscribe button, and I don't accidentally make the picture so that there's stuff everywhere that the video will cover. And then basically what I'm doing for this video is it's Psalms 23 being read, just straight up being read, and with some nice peaceful music in the background. And I'm just going to animate Psalms 23 basically from the point of view of a sheep. Because the whole analogy is that the Lord is my shepherd. So, our first shot, shot 1, fade from black, is shepherd and sheep standing at the top of a hill as sheep turns to shepherd. So that is what we're going to be starting with today. Okay, I'm just making sure that the stream's showing up on my end. Awesome. Okay. It's been a while since I've streamed from my laptop. And it's the first time from this laptop because my old one broke. And then I'm also doing a slightly different setup where I've got my phone mounted on one side of me, my animation to the left of me, and my computer in front of me. So I'm hoping this will work well. Ironically, in less than a month off to do a new setup because I am going to be moving very soon. So it's exciting, but I need to try and finish this video before I move because then I have to make my setup all over again, and I'd like to be able to do this. So here is, oops, as you can see, I've accidentally bumped the camera, so we want this shot to be nice and centered. And the table that I'm filming this on is literally just for animating on. So I'm actually going to duct tape my base plate to the table. Which hopefully, if I do this correctly, you can't see the duct tape is the ultimate goal. Hey Pretzel, welcome to the stream. Animating Psalms 23 today is the goal. Not the whole thing, it's about a minute-long video. I'm hoping to do this in 2 or 3 animation sessions is the goal. There we go. Yep, and now you'll notice if I shake my hand like this, the base doesn't really shake that much, and that is the goal. And with the background right now, we've got blue sky, but that's actually just going to be a blue screen. We're going to add an actual sky to it. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to adjust my lighting. Make it nice and pretty. Because it's meant to be a very calm and peaceful video. So we're not going for like harsh dynamic lighting. We're looking for very soft, peaceful lighting. So like see how there's a shadow right there in the background? We don't really want shadows, and especially in this scene. Later on we do go through the Valley of the Shadow of Death. But until then, no shadows. Okay. Oh, and Sigma, guess what? I don't know. You bought another action figure. That's my go-to guess every single time at this point. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to look at the original shot. And if I click here, we find the duration of how long the first shot is. It is 5 minutes and 20... Not 5 minutes. That'd be a long shot. It is 5 seconds and 22 frames long. Which means, let's see, I usually pull out a calculator on my phone, but I think this computer should have a calculator on it. Nope, that's the wrong button. Calculator? It does have a calculator. And then it didn't open it. Did I misclick? I think I misclicked. Give me the calculator. I don't know if you can see what I'm clicking on right now. There we go. Okay, there should be a calculator on the screen. Oh, you can see it. Awesome. So, we know that it's 5 seconds, so 5 times 24 is 120. And then I believe it was, yeah, and 22 frames. So that's in addition to the seconds we've already got. So we've got to add 22, which means this shot is 142 frames long. So that's why I've got to try and, well, not try, I've got to make sure that my shot is exactly 142 pictures if I want to stick to my plan, which I do. And I'm going to pause the music real quick because I'm going to listen to the audio, make sure I match my movement to how he talks. Let's have a listen.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
Okay, so we're going to have about a second of fade in. So for the first 20, let's do 18 frames. None of the characters are going to be moving. But I need to decide what the actual movement is going to be. Although I believe I just missed a comment. Pretzel, You're going to start working at Chick-fil-A by the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield after you get back from VACA. And if I work 8 weeks, you'll be able to afford my dream drum set. Ooh, that is cool. The Ned set. That's awesome. That'll be cool. I hope that works out well for you, mate. Okay, Sigma, but even better, free chicken minis. Awesome. Hey, Fluid, welcome to the stream. I was hoping someone would say do soon. I was getting thirsty. Thank you. You have rescued me. Okay. I know you can't see me right now. Actually, I'll just put the Mountain Dew in the background. There we go. Mountain Dew. Hashtag do the do. Hashtag sponsored, not sponsored. There we go. You might have had it open. I don't know. I'll move the mic a little away from my mouth though while I drink. I feel like that'd be really awkward. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to check the timing of my shot one more time.
The Lord is my shepherd.
I feel like we should fade in as he starts to speak. So how long of a gap? I know I said I was going to do a different timing, but I've adjusted my planning in my head. So it's going to be... Ooh! Okay, about the same actually. So let's do 20 frames where the characters are just standing still. So we're going to open Dragon Frame. Oh, let's get that music started back up though. If you want the music louder, just let me know. If it's too quiet, I will fix that. Or if it's too loud, I can turn it down. So up or down. I honestly forgot if I said turn it up or turn it down, which is why I repeated myself. I'm going to be completely open with you. Okay, so since... What I am going to adjust real quick is since this is a blue screen, we need the background to be a deep blue to make it easier to edit out. There we go. So what we can do is aim the lights more towards our characters here. And notice now, I think the mouse should be visible to you guys. Notice that the sky is a more deep blue now. This means that when I edit it out, it will only edit out the blue. Before it was so bright, it was almost white. And we don't want to be editing out white because our two characters here are white. And it just means we'd have like a floating sheep head. And that our shepherd would have floating hands, which would be really creepy. Welcome back, Fluid. That was quick. So, what we're going to do is the first shot is we're going to have sheep come up to Jesus. Because that is who the shepherd is in this context. Then the shepherd's going to look down and put his hand out towards him. And that is the goal. And kind of the symbolism I'm going with this is that obviously the Lord chose to die for us, but we have to choose his free gift of salvation. So that's why I'm having the sheep. Because he's, especially at the beginning, it's the Lord is my shepherd. So the sheep is choosing the shepherd, if that makes sense. Not that any other shepherd that you can find on earth is going to be a good shepherd. They're all going to be bad shepherds. But yeah, that's kind of the whole vibe I'm going with here. I don't know if vibe's the correct word when describing scripture, but that's the word I'm using right now. There we go. Now it looks like he's leaning on his staff a little bit. Got a shepherd's crook staff, which I used for my Christmas movie. There we go. Okay. And I feel like the lighting's pretty good. We've got a little bit of glare on his hair, but Lego's made out of plastic. You can have a little bit of glare. It's basically a rule. Hey, Croissant, welcome to the stream. You're working on your homework right now. Nice. What kind of homework you working on? I was kind of a nerd in high school, especially, so maybe it'll be one of my favorite subjects. Fluid, you have a concert tomorrow? Nice. That's awesome, man. Okay. Just remind myself, we've got 142 frames to aim for. And what we're going to do... So we're going to turn on onion skinning, which means that if anytime something moves in camera, we'll be able to see it easier. And what I'm going to do, got this handy dandy makeup brush, and I'm just going to dust off the set a little bit. So the screen we're looking at right now, it's a lower resolution version than what will actually be on the video. And we want to make sure... Now granted, there's going to be some dust probably somewhere, but we don't want any dust like blatantly... right in the shot. That'd be sad. Croissant, speech class. You hate public speaking. Well, funny enough, that's what I studied in college. Now, granted, I had to drop out because I got sick, but that was what I was studying in college. So, if you need any advice for speech, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. My fiance actually has a Master of Fine Arts, so that's all performance based. If I don't know an answer, she'll know it. I could ask her. I suppose I'd have to text her. She might be busy. One way or another, we can find out. Okay, let's see. Would angling the tree this way look better? Or this way? I think I like this way. Okay. So what we're going to do is we've set it to difference. Now what I'm going to do... So right now, it's gone to kind of a black and white. And what this is doing is basically, if it's all black on the screen, that's what we want. It'll be... essentially any white means that the screen, something on the screen has moved. And you'll notice you got a bit of a highlight there. I haven't taped down my tripod. I feel like it shouldn't be drifting. So, okay, that clicking noise is going to get annoying. Well, let me turn it off. Probably not. Okay, we might have to put up with it. Fluid, do you suggest a character to do for my Instagram series? Wait, have you seen it? I think I did see it. Can you remind me of it? I'm a little tired at the moment, if I'm completely honest. You have to remind me what it was, but I do remember seeing that you'd done something new. Okay. So you'll notice I'm playing through the video right now, and there's not really any movement. So I guess the outline is just the outline of our characters, but I'm going to set it to normal onion skinning. See if there's anything glaring. And I think the movement looks pretty good. Like, as in, there's no movement, which is what we want for the beginning. Hey, go play outside. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so now that we've had the beginning of the shots, we've got 18 frames done. We've got 142 to go. Not to go. Let's see, it'd be... I'm not even going to try to subtract it. 142 is the goal. So, what we're going to do is I think we're going to do a couple more still frames. Because I think I'm kind of going for very, like, painterly vibes, so I don't want the movement to be too quickly. Okay. Fluid, the drawing the character every day I've still not done today. Gotcha! Well, if you'd want to do one that's not... What character did you draw for the first day? Because I think I saw you draw someone, but I can't remember who it was. Let's see. Go play outside. Hey, Kris, we need Lego brick-built food for a Lego set where it's a sushi bar. Maybe a Lego food collection line. That'd be cool. And yes, this is a Lego Jesus. This is for, it's the Psalm 23, and it's a David talking about how the Lord is his shepherd. And obviously, Jesus is God, so Jesus is the shepherd in this context. So that's what's going on right here. Just notice I've got a slight smudge on this screen right here. I think it's the camera. I can't tell. Oh, wait a minute. I can just move it around. Yeah, it's on the camera, but it's on the part that gets edited out. I think I just need to do a proper lens cleaning at some point. Okay, now this is the scary part. We've got the sheep moving now. Fluid, you've done Vader and Mario. Do Pac-Man. I want to see Pac-Man. Okay. This is where we have the sheep move. And you'll notice that he moved ever so slightly, because I want this to be a nice slow move. In fact, I might even try to get it to be even less of a movement. Let's see, is that noticeable? Yep, he technically moves. This is the life of an animator. Is how small of a movement, well, a stop motion animator at least, how small of a movement can I make the character do? Okay. And while you're animating movement, you want to start off with a slow amount of movement, then a range will increase as you go. Because in real life, you slow down, you start off slow, you speed up, and you slow down again. Now, if someone's sprinting, it's a little bit different. But for this sheep, the sheep is not sprinting. Oh, and if anyone's wondering the sheep's name is David. Since David wrote Psalm 23, the sheep's name is David. I know we like to have names for our characters here, so he has got a name now. This is David the sheep. I feel like that's too much movement, but let's see how it looks. Okay, that actually looks kind of good. I actually like that. I thought it was too much movement first. Okay, I'm glad you like the Lego Jesus minifig. I know some people will be like, well, he wouldn't have worn pure white all the time, or maybe he did, or maybe he did not. I just tried to make him recognizable and look good. I don't know, it's hard to explain. For the Pac-Man, I'd go with the classic one. I know the animated one looks cool, but I like the classic Pac-Man look. Jack Black is Pac-Man 2030. Don't call that go play outside. You'll end up being right. Croissant, a speaker at a camp I went to had a bunch of little Lego Jesus on the stand with him. He handed them out for participation awards. They weren't real Lego. He got them off Temu. Gotcha. Go play outside. So the sheep wrote Psalm 23. No, King David, King of Israel, wrote Psalm 23. But when he was writing Psalm 23, he's using it as he's using essentially like the correct word isn't play on words, it's symbolism. So he's symbolically he's calling the Lord his shepherd. Um, and in that context, when he's saying the Lord is my shepherd, he's setting up the picture as himself being a sheep. But no, King David was not a sheep. He was a king of Israel. He was the second king of Israel. And one of the best kings they had, if not the best. But yeah, also for Fluid, yes, do pixelated for Pac-Man. That's what I'd recommend. But yeah, to explain all of what David was doing. And the cool thing is, for those who live near here, you'll get how cool this is. You'll notice that the voice for David is not me, because I usually voice in my own videos. But for this one, we did something a little special. You might recognize the voice if you live near Branson or if you've been close by. Ooh, I think he went too far forward. Yeah. Okay, we'll try that movement. That might work. Let's see how that looks. We'll try it. We might have to go back a little bit. Wait a minute. I think I see the problem. Yeah, I moved him back onto the stud he just stepped off of. That's not what we want to do. Okay. Okay, we don't want him to turn around. But the voice for David is one of the actors that plays David at Sight and Sound. I was talking to him and I was like, hey, it'd be really cool and it would be really awesome and make me very happy if you would voice in a video for me. And I would really love for it because it'd be really cool if David voiced David. Well, David from Sight and Sound voiced David for Kris Komedies. Not that this video is affiliated at all, even though I love Sight and Sound. Can't get enough of it. Best place to work. But yeah, so I thought also, like, for my friends I'm going to share this to, I thought that they'd get a good kick out of it. And he said yes, and he was really nice about it. So, if you ever meet Connor Finn in real life, tell him thank you for voicing David the sheep. And why is he not... Come on, connect. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, there we go, that's the problem. Okay, that's too much movement. Okay, we need to be about halfway to... this is such a delicate... Is that good? Okay, it's okay if he moves more at this point, I get. Fluid, it looks like a lily pad. Oh, the Pac-Man looks like a lily pad? That does make sense. Go play it said, hey Kris, fun fact, at your church, Beltway, you're currently writing a church worship song with some friends called God's Wisdom, where it teaches you about God's wonderful wisdom through the song. Awesome! When you finish that, you're going to have to show me the lyrics sometime. That'd be really cool. Let's see, how's the shot looking? Oh, it looks so sweet. Look at that little sheep. He's bopping so happily. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm happy with that shot. I mean, it's not done, but I like the vibe it's giving. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we have him kind of like go back down. Kind of like he's like bounding up to Jesus. Now, if his legs actually moved, we could have him move different ways. But essentially the only way for our sheep to move is for him to bound along. Okay. Robot Ham. David may be a sheep, but Kris the goat. Yeah, that's going to be the next animation. I'll animate a goat. Except all the times I think of goats mentioned in the Bible, they're generally mentioned as like the character that dies, I feel like. Like when the sheep and the goats are separated. But thank you for the compliment. Fluid, gonna go record it, be right back. Awesome. Yes, record your Pac-Man. Let's see. Kris should make his own Lego Jesus movie. I have made a Christmas one, and I've taken a break from it because I've completely rewrote it. Like I think this is my third attempt at writing a Jesus movie. But there is one that is in the brainstorming process. Um, to be honest, part of the reason I'm haven't not done yet and not as much progress is I'm honestly kind of scared making it. But I just need to knuckle down and do it. It can be very intimidating doing Bible videos. There's a lot of pressure to make it right, a lot of prayer that goes into it, a lot of research. And again, I'm not trying to make excuses, but that's just, I'm being completely honest with you guys. I get scared making Bible story videos a little bit, but I think it's a little bit of healthy fear. You want to make sure you treat the Bible with respect. But yeah, so there will be one eventually, is the goal. There'll probably be multiple, actually. Okay. Hey, Jordan, welcome to the stream. Joining soon. Okay, I'll catch you when you get back in. I know it's a little bit of a late start to a stream. I had a little bit of trouble getting it started because I hadn't streamed off this laptop before. So it was like, connect to the stream. You have not connected. And I was like, click connect to the stream. Then it said, you are not connected. And I was like, oh no, it's just going to keep doing this. But essentially, there's an update, and you have to like log into YouTube on the recording software on OBS. Maybe there are other ways to do it, but that's what ended up working best for me. Okay, so now he goes down, and now we have the sheep go forward, and this is the difficult part because he's moving between studs, and this drives me nuts. Okay, there we go. Okay. Go play outside. Is Italian brain rot allowed here? I'm scared to answer that question, mate. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That is a scary question. What is Italian brain rot? What does this constitute? Oh, hey, Andrew's Journeys. Welcome to the stream. You're editing a stop motion right now? Awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you here. What stop motion were you animating? Okay, that was too far forward. Moving him in between studs is so nerve-wracking. This is so difficult. Okay, which stud is he stepping? Okay, so we're still going forward, not yet down in our motion. Come on, there we go. Did his head turn too much? Nope, that seems pretty natural. Just a reminder, guys, please keep the chat family-friendly for everybody. Especially when making a Bible video. I mean, I always want to keep it family-friendly, but especially right now. Okay. Still forward momentum. Oh, man. Is that too much movement forward? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that actually will work. That'll work. And then I'll see you when you get back. Go play outside. And let's see. Should he jump forward one more stud? I should have thought of that beforehand. I don't know if he needs to go forward anymore. Let's see. If Jesus reaches out his arm, it'll land about here. Actually, closer to here, probably. So, yes, he does need to take another step forward. Okay, that was too much movement down. There we go. Hey, Andrew's Journeys. It's called The Chase of the Invisible Minifig. It's going to be about the Noah detective chasing a rubber with a device that makes the rubber invisible, making it for Brick Film Day. When is Brick Film Day? I didn't know. Is that coming up, like, really soon? Do I need to race to finish this video for Brick Film Day? Also, that is an amazing idea for a video. Please let me know when you finish that. That is awesome. Actually, on that note, Andrew's Journeys, I've been wondering about something. Now, I wanted to do it with permission because it would, May 17th. What's the date today? 12th. Oh, this might be finished by May 17th. I'll see what I can do. But I've been considering doing videos where, like, I review a person's stop motion. But I wanted to get permission before I do it because I don't want to just leech content. And I wouldn't, like, repost everything. I would just show segments and be like, you should watch this video because of this. Is that something you would mind if I did that? Um, with that video when it's out, would you like it if I reacted to it? I'm not used to reacting, so if you don't want me to, that is absolutely fine. I've never done reaction content, so I'm just feeling it out, seeing what's a good idea. Go play outside. Gotta go, cause family time. Okay, no worries. You hang out with your family, have a great time, and thank you, Andrew's Journeys, for giving me permission. I really appreciate that. It's just something I want to try out, see if people like it, and we'll see what happens. Good night, Chase. Have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Sorry this stream started a little late. I'm going to try to not start it this late again in the future. It just... I had trouble starting it. I might be doing some late night streams the rest of this week, though, because I want to finish this video soon. Okay. Let's see. Jump, jump. Make a couple more frames of David sitting still. Okay. Now we're going to have David start to move again. I feel like this, like, having the sheep, like, bound, while it's different movement just because his legs don't move, I feel like it looks pretty good. So, let's see. Oh, there we go. There's the small amount of movement we want. And thank you again, Andrew's Journeys. I really appreciate you letting me react to a video once it's out, because it's my first time and I don't want to make anybody mad. So I appreciate you letting me do that. I also finally played a different playlist. We've been live streaming I've live streamed enough where I feel like having only 2 playlists of music is not enough anymore. So this is one that someone else already made on Epidemic Sound. But I am definitely going to make some more stream soundtracks so that I can have music that will match the vibe of each stream. Okay, that went by really quick. Okay, that was just a glitch. Just catching up. And this year will be your first time entering something to Brick Film Day. Do you, like, enter it into a contest, or, like, is it just something people do? Like, who's hosting this? I'm curious. I have a knack for not knowing about competitions until, like, the day they finish. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think that might be too... Oh, no, that's not too much movement. That actually worked really well. I was worried that that shot was... Well, not that shot. That frame was not good. Okay, how about this one? I think that'll work. There we go. Okay. Still moving forward. Okay. I just saw that your video went live on Threads Fluid. I'm not on Threads, but for some reason it gave me a notification that your video is live on Threads. I don't know why it did that. I feel like it would just post and be like, the video is now on Instagram, but it is what it is. There we go. Let's see. How does that movement look? Yep, that looks good. Welcome back, Fluid. Angie's Journeys, it's not a contest, just a thing to celebrate Brick Films. This year it's being hosted by Brick in Motion, the people who host Brawl. Gotcha. Awesome. I don't know if I'll title this anything for, like, Brick Film Day, just because it's Psalms 23, but I'll try to have something posted on that day. Okay. There we go. And I can't remember if I said so or not, but welcome back, Fluid. Just saw that your video went live. So once the stream is done, I'll definitely check that out. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we've got David the sheep. He is moved into position. I don't know why, but it lagged behind and then sped up again. Welcome to the stream, Jordan. How you doing? We're animating Psalms 23. We've got David the sheep, and then we've got the good shepherd right there. This is actually turning out at a pretty good rate too, because let's see, our amount of frames for this one is 142, which means we've got a little under 60 frames left. So that's actually pretty good. This should work very well. Thank you, Jordan. I'm glad you like it. I am happy. You want me to sing Jesus Loves Me? I mean, I wonder. Wait a minute. Let me check something. Does Epidemic Sound have Jesus Loves Me audio? No, they don't. I was like, maybe I can finally sing something not a cappella. Man, every time I have Jordan in the stream, I have to sing. That's the one downside to having my cousin here. Well, I'm gonna keep animating. I'm not gonna stop while I'm singing because it's already awkward enough. Okay, let me just. I want to make sure I've got this right. Okay, let's see. Robert Ham predicting that Kyle requests a song in under 5 minutes. I just heard him outside my door asking someone if he should crash my live stream. So there's a good chance for that. Andrew's Journeys. You do have to submit the Brick Film to an email, so I would search up Brick Film Day 2025 announcements so you know where to submit and just a few of the rules. Got it! If there's a requirement for things that have to be in the background of it, then I'm not going to change this because I was already making this one. Okay, Jordan, you went from Sing Jesus Loves Me to sing a Jack Black song. Those two are not mutual goals. Someone's coming in. You may come in, but do not move anything.
I won't move anything.
Okay, what's going on?
I am here after my long journey.
This is my brother Kyle. For anyone wondering, yeah, just don't.
Really
Yeah, just don't touch this.
I'm here for my journeys. You know, I've been a very loyal viewer. I've brought my comments, and now I'm here to ask in person.
What are you asking in person?
Would you like to sing a song?
Well, they did just request "Jesus Loves Me." Will you sing it with me though?
Sing it with you? No, I'm not the streamer.
No. You've got to. If you want me to sing in person, you have to
Tell
sing
you what,
with me.
I'll go grab my guitar and I'll play for you, and you can sing.
Oh, okay. He's gonna go get a guitar. Oh man.
Wait, where's the video on?
The video, it's the screen. So whatever's on my screen is the video. When I'm animating, I don't show my face because
I see people commenting.
You know, there are lots of people. Yeah, actually, Fluid has requested that you sing too.
Nah, I'll just
You can't say no to Fluid. He sends fan mail.
Okay. Let me get my guitar.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh wow, Croissant claims that he's the superior Kyle. There's gonna be war between the Kyles. Oh, Andrew's Journeys. There is no theme or anything. You just have to put it in the back. No, there's no theme or anything you have to put in the background. Okay, nice. That's good. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back one frame. I think I want to have Jesus look down as David looks up. So there we go. We're gonna do that, and then Jesus is gonna look down at the same time. Okay, that's a little bit too much movement. Okay. Let's see. No, Kyle should sing with you, not his guitar. He might do both. We'll see.
Got my guitar.
Okay.
Hope we don't get copyright striked.
You can't get a copyright strike if Jesus Loves Me. It's in the public domain.
Oh.
I've researched this one. I know that one for a fact.
So what are you doing on the stream, by the way?
I'm animating Psalms 23.
Oh, that's really cool. Boom, boom.
Okay. Good. Okay, that might be too much movement. Is that too much?
Have you sung this one before on stream?
No, I have not.
Ah. Very cool. So, what key would you like?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not high. Oh wow, we're gonna have actual accompaniment. This is so funny. I still don't. I don't know how the whole like Kris should sing like every live stream thing started. Whose fault is that? Wait, it's Kyle's fault.
What is this?
You're the one that started the Kris
Yeah.
should sing every live stream. Okay. Does Kyle have hands to play guitar? Kyle, do you have hands?
No, actually, I just,
He-
like, you know VeggieTales?
I don't even know how well they can hear you. Okay, Kris wants to keep it low key. He does. You should make some leaves rustle so it feels more alive. I could. I might do it on a certain shot, but not at the beginning. It's also really tricky to make leaves rustle consistently and not look like they're just glitching out of existence. Okay, and we're going to add just a little bit more movement for David. There we go. Okay, Kyle, if we're going to assume we need to do it because I'm at a difficult portion of the shot.
Oh, sorry. Let me find some chords.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I'm going to keep animating for a little bit, but yeah,
The
it...
difficult part.
Yeah, the sheep has one point of contact with the ground, which means it's tricky. Okay. Is that a good amount of movement? I think so. Let's see how this looks so far.
That one's really high.
There we go.
Down key.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, that was way too much movement. Okay, almost there. Not quite. I don't know. Okay, he moved backwards. That is not what we want. He needs to still... There we go. Kyle's still practicing in the background.
I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I have people going sing already. Okay. Well, here we go. Okay, Kyle, count me in.
Start whenever you want.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Nice.
There we go. My first singing while animating.
There you go. It's not. Oh, you were animating while doing that.
I was animating while
You're
doing that.
talented man.
I can animate kind of okay and sing not awful at the same time
Hey,
now.
Good work, sir. Very good.
And that's Kyle interruption that we're gonna have. I'm worried about like every stream now. Oh, someone joined while I was singing. Oh, that makes me self-conscious. Welcome to Kris Komedies, where my viewers love me so much they force me to sing against my will. Well, thank you for subscribing, Shadow Fearless. If that's enough to get you to subscribe, I very much appreciate that. That is very kind of you. I was worried I would get some unsubscriptions from that. Okay, there we go. There's some chill music now. It was a good song, but I not the best singer. Okay, the movement's a little... Which shot is it? Oh, I feel like once we finish the motion, it'll make the movement... it'll feel better. There we go. Okay. There we go. Andrew Jones, okay, I gotta go record voice lines for my stop motion, so you gotta go. Have a good one, Andrew's Journeys. Glad to have you here. And I hope you have a great time recording your voices. Okay, just a little bit of movement to end it off. Let's see how natural this looks. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more movement for Jesus, just so that it doesn't end quite so abruptly. Okay, that was too much movement and in the wrong direction. Okay, let's try and fix that. Let's see. Okay, we need them to be slightly forward. Come on. Was that too much? That was too much. Lean back just a little. Okay, that was not enough. Also, did I just notice there's a hair in the background? Oh, it's thread off his cape. That's okay. That's pretty much unavoidable, I feel like. Okay. There we go. That should give us some nice smooth movement. Let's see. And then we're going to have the sheep lean a little bit down into his hand. Ah, that's a little bit too much movement there. Let's slow that movement down. There we go. Let's see. Jordan, sorry I went for a bit, but your mom's Mother's Day present just arrived and she opened it. It's a Mario shirt with you, her, Lila on it as Mario, Rosalina, and Peach. That's awesome. And yes, I have opened the Mountain Dew. Hashtag sponsored, not sponsored. Hashtag drink do the do. Hashtag I need money. I'm about to move. So, please, someone sponsor me. Okay. Got him. And then he's gonna lift his hand up. There we go. Kind of, I don't know if this is like a blessing pose. I don't know. That sounds Catholic, which I am not, but he's laying his hand on David. That's what we'll put it. Let's see. No, don't move. Where am I moving? No, Jordan, you don't need to panic, man. I am moving like a couple minutes down the road. I'm just moving out so that I can get married. Like, literally, I'm sorry, I realize I hadn't told you this yet. I shouldn't have told you over live stream. But yeah, no, I'm literally moving like a couple minutes down the road. So, before you panic, don't worry. I will still be here. Welcome to the stream, Never Too Old for Lego. I agree with your username, by the way. Okay. There we go. Welcome to the stream. We are animating Psalms 23 at the moment. And at the moment we're animating the verse, "The Lord is my shepherd." So that's what I'm starting off with right there. Jordan's in existential dread since I'm moving. But only ever... Jordan, this means I'm going to have an entire room dedicated to Lego that I don't have to, like, have double as my bedroom. There's going to be even more room for Lego. You should be excited. There we go. We've got David the sheep comes up. Leans against the shepherd. And then the shepherd's going to kind of give him a little pat on the head. Was that too much movement? It might have been. I feel like that looks kind of like he's like patting the sheep. I feel like that's an okay amount of movement. And he's going to lift the sheep's head up to look at him afterwards. There we go. Okay. Name an animal. You want me to name an animal? Well, I'm doing one with sheep right now, but I'm not gonna name a sheep. Jellyfish. That's the animal I am naming. Okay, let's see. How does this look? Okay, and he's gonna put his hand right below the sheep's chin. So a little bit more movement to go. And I'll add a bit of a ruffling sound, because the idea is that he's like patting it on the head, telling the sheep that it's okay, because he's a good shepherd. Okay. A jellyfish. What do you mean, diff as in different or difficult? If you want a different animal, a chicken. There we go. Move his hand ever so slightly down more. Then we're gonna hold that for about. Let me see how long the rest of the movement is. I feel like he should almost pat it one more time. Okay, that's way too much movement. There we go, that's better. Okay, still too much movement. There we go. Okay, and then this is when David the sheep's gonna lift up his head a little bit. Okay, we're gonna have him move his hand ever so slightly. There we go. Then have him lean back as far as he'll go. There we go. Let's see how this looks. And then I think I'm gonna have him more like, I'm thinking instead of having him like stay looking up at the shepherd, it's kind of like he went up to like, bah, and then go back down. So we'll take a few more photos, and then this shot will be almost finished actually. Then he's gonna start coming back down, and I just bumped the shepherd. No, that was like the one thing I didn't want to do. Hopefully I can put him back into position. Okay, I'll just have him drop his hand a little bit. That way the amount of movement is natural. Improvise, adapt, overcome. There we go. Okay, that was too much movement. I just wanted to move his arm. There you go. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. And then just a little bit of delicate movement of the hand as it comes down to his side again. We're going to slow down the movement pretty soon because the shot is almost finished. We're going to have 142. Now the number at the bottom of the screen is actually the number of the frame you're about to take. So we actually want the number at the bottom to be 143. will be the correct number. There we go. And I think one more movement of the hand, maybe two. Okay, that was too much. How about that? There we go. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so David the sheep hops up. Shepherd leans down. Yeah, there we go. That looks kind of like nice and playful for the sheep. There we go. That's got wholesome vibes all over it. And I think we don't need any more movement of that shot. Oh, fix it in post. Thank you, Robot Ham. I just looked up and saw the fix it in post. Also, Jordan, I missed a bunch of your comments, I guess. Hey, Geode, you love the camera graphics I'm doing? What am I using? Oh, that'll all just be stuff that's on, actually, naturally what this comes with. Oh, wait, I just took an extra frame. We don't need that. Okay. Jordan, why do some people use the tic-tac-toe thing on their screens to animate? Oh, that's the, let me show you. Where is it? Aspect ratio lines. No, where's? I know what you're talking about. The grid. Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. Having a grid is just so that you have your things centered. I think is that it? Yeah, there we go. There's the grid. I actually usually do animate with a grid on, so thank you for pointing that out. But yeah, the grid that you use is, it just helps you make sure that your image is nice and centered. Now, I'd already centered up my screen basically before I started making the video. So, it worked for this one. But yeah, I'm going to keep that grid on. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to export movie. Okay, high resolution, yes. 24 frames, yes. Crop to aspect ratio, yes. 1920 by 1080, yes, that is correct. I'm going to keep proportions. Yep. Okay, so we're going to export. And we've got to pick the location. That's for a different project that I am not currently working on. Where is it? There we go. And we're going to put this in video files. This is Psalm 23, shot 1, take 1. That is correct. Exporting movie. Okay. Oh, Jordan, you're leaving 5 minutes. Okay, I'll try to see if we can get this segment at least edited into the video before you leave then. But yes, Robert Hammett is for the rule of thirds, a filming technique. Which I guess I did intentionally use it, I just didn't have my grid on at the time. Geode, is this going to be a YouTube short or a YouTube video? This is going to be a YouTube video, although I'll probably make a few shorts based on this video as well. I'm thinking maybe an animation. Like, I might have one shot that I don't live stream, and I'll just time-lapse it instead, and I'll make a short off of that. Okay, so now we should be able to see the whole shot. There we go. I like that. We'll put it into the editing software, and it'll look even better, too. Jordan, you want to tell me something before you go? Then tell me the thing you're going to tell me before you go. Okay. Now what we're going to do, so this step actually requires us pausing the music briefly. That's the wrong button. There we go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn this into a new file. So this is going to be save project as, so this is not storyboard now. This is going to be completion list. So this will tell me how much of the video is animated. That's not an L. That is an arrow. Okay. There we go. And now for our project media, we're going to make a new folder, which is going to be video. Gonna add Psalm 23 video. There we go. Okay. Jordan, what were you going to tell? You kept deleting your comments. I don't know what you were going to say. Geode, how long is the video going to be in total? It'll be, in fact, I know this to the second unless I edit the credits. It is going to be 1 minute, 24 seconds, and 18 frames. Okay, now if I did this correctly, this should line up perfectly. And it does! We have the 2 cyan bars of happiness. Okay, which means that what I do is we're going to test it. Now, it is going to have a fade from black, so I'm going to add one. I haven't figured out the timing of it yet. Let's do 18 frames. Okay, let's see how this looks.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
Yeah, I like that. Although this made it so that the fade started off from blue. There won't be this weird blue flash before the actual shot.
I shall not want.
There we go.
He
That looks good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Hey, Owie, welcome to the stream. Fluid, you saw a green fire truck. Don't do that to me. My colorblind mind cannot comprehend a green fire truck. Why do people keep doing... I have people at work telling me, hey, Kris, there are green fire trucks. And it messes with my mind. It's everywhere. People are constantly just like, Kris, there are green fire trucks. They exist. And it messes with my comprehension. I already have to guess colors all the time. And it makes it worse. Oh, also, Owie, yes, I did open a Mountain Dew. Let me see. Let's see if I can put it on the screen briefly. There it is. It's kind of dripping now, so I don't want to put it on the set. But there we go. Hashtag do the do. Yeah, oh yeah, apparently there are green fire trucks in, like, California and places like that. And I think that that is evil. Fire trucks are red. They should not be any color except red. Okay, I'm going to minimize. So what I do to show my completion, even though I could just look at the top and see, okay, I've made that video clip. I like to have a progress bar because it makes me happy. So what I do is I go to stock media, I grab green, and then this green bar, as I do more and more shots, I fill in green, and it's like a progress bar of happiness that says how much of the video I've animated. And so far, I've animated 1 shot out of 12. So it means we're 1/12 of the way there. By actual time, probably not, but I do goals based on the shots. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to turn the music back on for this, is we don't have to edit as we go, but I like to get the vibe of how it's looking. Plus, I want to make sure that we can edit out the background and it's smooth. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to... Okay, it's listed as an AI tool. Removing a blue background is not AI. I don't know why it calls it that. Wait, it didn't... No, why did it do white? No. Oh, it's dying. It's getting off the mouse. Why is it? That is a weird glitch. That is not a helpful glitch. That is not helpful. Why is it? And the color pick tool is meant to be taking it from the background, but it's magnifying the mouse cursor instead of the background. Can I trick it? I can't trick it. That is ridiculous. Is there a way I can, like, get rid of the mouse? I can't do anything. How did that happen? That's so weird. Okay, I guess I've got to try and... Can I trick it? Nope, not working. That is... Okay, we're gonna reload the program because if we can't figure that out, then I can't really edit while streaming. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save the project. I'm gonna close Filmora. I'm gonna open the shot again. Let's see. Let's try this again. I've literally never had this glitch before. It's still doing it! No. That's really annoying. I guess I can, like... Let's just say remove that. There we go. That's close enough. So what we're gonna do... So we're actually... We're gonna turn that off for now, but we know... In fact, we're actually gonna remove this. Because that way... Anything black is being removed. Okay, yeah. There's a little bit of fuzziness on the edges, but that's the kind of fuzziness I can deal with. That is something I can definitely... Yeah. There we go. That's a little bit sharper. Edge thickness. We want it to be a little bit down. There we go. I think we're going to go with -3. So you'll notice that on the edge of the trees, there isn't really any gray on it anymore. But just to get rid of it a little bit, we're going to add an edge feather. So let's make it 5. Okay, that might not be enough. Let's see. Okay, no, we actually... Oh, wait a minute. We did such a good job. I don't think we need an edge feather. Yeah, I just put the edge feather to 0, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, we're going to leave that as that is for now. But now what we're going to do is we're going to shut that off so we can color grade. Okay. There we go. Sorry I got behind on the stream a little bit, on the comments. Geo, do you see yellow fire trucks in Arizona? Oh no. That's just going to confuse me more. Welcome to the stream, Lego Buildo. Love the username. Oh, you're going to be back in a few. Awesome. Let's see. Jordan, it said your comment was too long. Okay, just break it up into multiple comments then. Okay, now color grading is actually one of my favorite things to do. Basically, you decide like the color values, how bright things are going to be, and it makes me happy. Now this is... They are out in the sun, so it could be a little bit more yellow. Yeah, generally I like to make mine have more blue light, but I feel like in this instance, a little bit of yellow light is actually what we want. Tint I don't usually mess with. Vibrance I usually crank that up. Let's try 35. Yeah, see how like that makes it so that the colors are much more bright. And same with saturation. We're gonna do more saturation. Let's do 35 for both. And now that I've done that, the yellow was definitely too strong. I'm gonna take off the yellow. There we go. See how now it's still warm colors, but the yellow isn't so bright that you feel like it's an old TV screen. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to this and make sure it didn't change, the color value didn't change our background at all. And it looks good to me. So I think we're in a good spot. I'm gonna add a pretty sky in the background for that. And the cool thing is because it's a blue background, if something went wrong, we've still got a nice blue sky. Even though we shouldn't need to do that, but we have it in case we need to. But I'm going to leave that off for now so that when I'm going through, I don't have an ugly green sky. Okay, now we're going to move on to shot 2. There we go. Okay, Fluid, why did you almost ask for Creationary? It would be fun, but yeah, I'd have to completely end the stream and start a new one for Creationary to work. But that's okay. I guess it's a force of habit. It is fun, though. Jordan, last Tuesday was your birthday, so you were going to have your birthday party, but you had to go to Sunshine instead. It was a lot of fun. Glad you did that. So tomorrow is going to be a birthday party, and you're going to the Coral Reef Mini Golf. Awesome. And after that, pizza. That's okay. That's awesome. I wish I could go too, but I'll probably be at work when you're doing your party, I think. And for those wondering, wait, you're just showing up to random viewers' places? I'm like, that's my cousin, before anyone gets worried. Okay, so shot 2, we have finished scene 1, well, shot 1, there's not really scenes, that's a 1-minute video. Okay, so, we got shot 2, which is looking down at shepherd and sheep lying in the grass. At this point, I hadn't named the sheep officially, but now the sheep's name is David. So now what we're going to do is new scene, scene 2, and yep, same location, so if something goes wrong, I know where all the files are. Now for this, I'm going to actually we have a completely different camera angle. So I'm going to remove the duct tape holding the set. And I'm going to change the camera angle and add in the new set piece. Okay, this duct tape's on really well, which is what I wanted, but now I want it off. There we go. Now we can get rid of the set piece. Okay, welcome to the stream, La La Land. How you doing? Glad to have you on the stream. We are animating Psalms 23 today. Okay. Hey, Jordan, let's not give the names of all the kids coming to the birthday party on a live stream. Just want to keep everyone nice and safe. But I am excited all your friends can go. Okay, so. You might be thinking, wow, Kris, this is a terrible camera angle. It is, which is why we're going to move the camera. Also, I've made these handy-dandy little numbers on the screen. This is a 2. I know it's a rough 2. But on each shot, because I made all my sets ahead of time, I wanted to make sure I grabbed the right sets at the right time, so I built a number on the corner of each set piece out of range of the camera, but so I could see it and know what shot I was making next. I probably would have figured it out, but it helps to be organized. Okay, the camera's going to be pointed down. Don't worry, this is not the final angle. Just winding the camera up into the sky. Okay, there we go. This is going to be kind of like a bird's eye shot, although at a slight angle. So, I already know we want it like that. Okay. My camera's a little crooked, but that's okay. We will get this figured out. Moving the tripod up. Okay, we're definitely going to zoom in a little bit. Also, the camera is blurry because I haven't focused it yet. Don't worry. We will get there. And I'll also make sure that the camera is level with the base plate. And speaking of that, we're going to tape down the base of the video. Base of the set, sorry. Not base of the video. This is the video that we're making. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you were talking about sight and sound, not sunshine. That makes more sense. I was confused what sunshine as a place meant. But yes, I did see you at Sight and Sound the other day. It was fun having you there. Okay, let's put this shot into focus, because at the moment we just got a blurry green background, which maybe some people would like. But for this scene, that is not what we're going for. We want it to be nice in focus. Now we're going to correct the angle of the camera. I feel like that's pretty good. Just a little bit more. And a little bit more. Come on. That seems about right to me. Nope, not quite. This is another helpful thing with the grid lines, is I can see if the lines are parallel to each other. And that, I think, is about as... Oh, man, I want to try to get it even more straight. Come on. Oh, that's why I'm turning it the wrong angle. I was like, it's getting worse. Yeah, duh, because I'm pointing the camera the wrong way. Okay. I also have to remember that the camera isn't going straight down, so it's not going to be perfectly straight. But I still want it to look good. Okay, I think... See ya, Jordan. Have a good one. Also, Jordan, you don't... If you have a typo in your message, you don't have to delete it. That's completely fine. I don't mind. Just brushing the set so there's not dust everywhere. Yes, it is a makeup brush for those who are wondering what kind of brush I'm using. But it's really good for dusting Lego, so I bought one for that reason specifically. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have our shepherd lying down in the grass, and then David the sheep is going to lie down in the grass as well. Because the next verse is, he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to have our shepherd leaning back like so. And let's see, do I need to adjust the angle? Yes, I do actually. Ever so slightly. I'm going to lift the camera up. About to there, I think. Will look better. We're going to get the tripod nice and straight. Make sure it's all good. Then we have our sheep right here. We have David the sheep, and my plan is to have him kind of just like flop down and then lie down in the pasture. Kind of like he's all relaxed. And being a little bit goofy too. He's a goofy sheep. David's a very happy goofy sheep. Okay, I feel like we can get the focus. We don't, like, technically right now everything would be in focus, but I want the focus to be more on the sheep and the shepherd's face. Also, am I noticing... I can't tell if there's... Oh, it's a reflection. I thought there was like a hair on the screen, but it's a reflection of a blade of grass. Okay. Jordan, only one viewer. Yeah, that's a glitch. It's been happening with YouTube lately. The viewer button has been inaccurate lately. Let's see. You want me to hide a Lego frog? Oh, man. I don't know if I can hide a Lego frog in this one. That'd be really tricky to do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's not very many shots, so I feel like if I hide a frog, you're going to be able to see it. We'll see. No, this shot would have been a great one to hide a frog in it. Okay, are you guys... You want me to just hide it from other people? Like, you guys will be able to see it. Let's do that. You know what? Let's put a frog in it. Why not? We'll hide a frog. I'll be right back. My frog is out of reach, so I'm going to have to put my headset down, but I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I've got my bag of Lego animals, but here's the deal. Since you guys are going to see where I put the frog, you cannot say it in the comments without making it, like, don't make it, like, when you say, oh, I know where he is, make sure that it's, like, in the extended part of your comment. That way it doesn't spoil it for people. So, yes, there's going to be a Lego frog. We're going to hide him in a bush. I feel like, man, the screen's a little more crooked than again. There we go. Okay, we're going to put a frog, I think, right about... We need him to be still. Is that obvious? Okay, I think that that's pretty good. Especially if I line him up with the leaf, he's going to be hard to see. I'm going to adjust him real quick. Okay, remember though, guys, don't tell people in the comments where the frog is. You can comment you know where it is, and if you put like a spoiler thing, that way people can't see it straight away, you can say that you know where it is, but don't just be like, I know where the frog was. It's in this bush. I want people to have to look for it. Okay, now he's hidden too well. We're going to rotate that leaf a little bit. Or is it? No, that's not the problem. The leaf needs to be a little further forward. There we go. But I'm still going to have the leaf be partially hiding the frog. Oh, I think the frog's still a little crooked. Let's see, how about that? There we go. That's a pretty well hidden frog, if I do say so myself. Oh, you want me to cover up the camera? Oops. I didn't see that comment till later. But that's okay. You guys are watching. You get to see a little bit extra behind the scenes magic. Okay. Oh no, that's actually the wrong direction. There we go. We're actually going to zoom the focus in on his face. And get his face in as much focus as we can. There we go. There we go. I like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to pause the music real quick, and we're going to listen to the shot we're about to do. Watch and listen. Okay, let's see.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. With me to lie.
Okay, so we don't want him to lie down until he starts speaking the word lie down. So let's see. How long is that? 49 frames. Okay, so that's 49 frames. And the entire shot... Okay, we might need a calculator for that. Okay, so we've got duration. Okay, 4 times 24. 4 times 24. Plus 13 frames. Oh, wait. I have to add that later because order of operations. Oh, no, it wouldn't have changed anything. Never mind. 109 frames. Okay. But at frame 49... Oh, I closed it. Why did I close the calculator? Okay, 109 frames. But specifically, at frame 49 is when David the sheep starts to lie down. Okay, there's our music again. Okay. There we go. Fluid, you'll be right back. Awesome. I'll start on this shot then. Okay, so we're going to start it off with... I'm going to do a couple of frames just to make sure our camera setup's not moving too much. And again, it's still a little crooked. Is that better? I don't know. I feel like I'm just constantly readjusting and I need to stop it. Ground's not... The studs aren't always going to be perfectly in line. This camera is not actually at a bird's eye view. It's almost at a bird's eye view. I need to get a tripod extension for that. I'll add that to my wish list. Okay. So what we're going to do is, before the shot... before David the sheep lies down, what's going to happen is the shepherd's going to lean up a little bit, kind of lift up his arm like, hey, you can lie down. It's safe here. Because for those wondering with the verse, why it's he maketh me to lie down in green pastures, it's that Jesus is leading us to a safe place. Now, it doesn't mean there's never going to be any danger. We actually deal with that later in the psalm. But it's a place where the sheep is calm, there's food everywhere, it can relax. So that's kind of the vibe we're going for. I said vibe with scripture again. I don't know if that's biblical, but I keep saying the word vibe. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is more frames that I'm probably going to have there be no motion for. But we're going to do 16 frames just to make sure that there's no movement that we don't want. I've been trying to mute the camera, but it won't do it. That's okay. Oh, that's actually a good point. We can actually adjust some camera settings first. So let's actually do that. Stop. There we go. Let's see. Did it move at all? It did. Okay. Before we continue the test, to make sure the camera settles into its place, because sometimes it moves a little, we're going to see if we need to adjust this at all. Actually, to be honest, that's actually about the settings I want. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it to difference because it's easier to notice movement we don't want this way. And we're just going to do 24 frames to make it nice and careful with how we test it. I don't know, maybe the tripod's leaning against some wires on the ground. No, it doesn't look like it. But I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of movement. But we'll see what happens. There we go. Let's see, it's about 10:30. So we should be able to get a good amount of animating done yet. And then after that, I'm going to film some videos, shorts-wise, for the rest of the week. So I'm behind on editing those. Well, and just straight up filming them. I'm behind on both things. But we'll get there. I've had a busy few weeks. It's still going to be busy for a while, so just got to keep going. Okay, it looks like we had some movement at the beginning, but by the end of it, the camera had settled into a good position. There we go. That gives us about 8 frames where it's still, which I think is perfect. We're going to make sure there's not any movement. And I think it looks good to me. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, I'm going to have to stand up to animate this one just because of the angle of the camera. So I'm going to adjust my screen for reading comments so I can actually read it while I'm standing. There we go. I can see everything now. Okay. So now what's going to happen is the shepherd's going to lean up just a little bit. Oh, that is way too much movement. Oh, I see the problem. He wasn't actually fully sat down at first. Okay, we're going to have to start that shot again. Okay, I'm going to have to delete that frame too. Okay, we want to make sure that the legs are like firmly down. Okay, yeah, there we go. We also have to make sure we don't bump these pieces on the side because it's very easy to knock those and add some movement we don't want. Okay. I think about 8 frames. Actually, might be a little bit more than that because, yeah, because it's not like he's going to spend like an entire second waving his hand. That would be awkward. So I think we can actually do a little bit more than that. There we go. And I know with this one, they're not exactly on the rule of thirds, but they're close. Basically, everything's centered. I tried to place the leaves and foliage around so it kind of like was in the corners of the shot as well. And I think it looks pretty good that way. So let's see. Any movement we don't want. I'm not seeing any movement we don't want. Okay. Welcome back, La La Land. I don't know if we had changed camera angles when you were here last, but we have changed camera angles. And now the shepherd is going to tell David the sheep that this is a safe place where there are no wolves or other creatures. I guess wolves. I guess I mispronounced that a little. So he's gonna lean up. I almost bumped the tripod just then. I hope that did not move. Looks like it didn't. There we go. It's funny, I looked at the screen for my comments because it's also got the live stream on it. and it's got a delay a little bit. And for a second, I was like, wait, there's something in front of the camera. And I'm like, yeah, Kris, it's your hand. Relax. There we go. And then just a little bit of movement for the last one. And then I'm going to try to do just a little bit of movement. Come on, just delicate amount. Is that too much? I think that's good. There we go. There we go. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Actually, no, we probably would have him sit and then wait. I don't know. Let's do 5-ish frames before he reaches out his hand. I think I did a couple extra ones, but that is not a problem. And now what we're going to do is we're going to try to have him move his hand without moving the rest of his body. I think that was a little bit too much movement. Let's see if we can get a little bit less. There we go. There we go. That's better. Oh, this is such a weird angle because I'm afraid of brushing the leaves. Why do I constantly make sets that are smaller than my hands? It makes it way too difficult. I did that with another... Oh, what video was it? Oh, it was my, that video I entered for Brawl last year. Where I had these characters all running through a hallway. And I made the hallway smaller than my hand could fit in. So, yeah, I don't recommend doing that. That was super difficult because my hands didn't fit in there. For this one, it's just that the leaves are so close that I'm worried about knocking them. Now, granted, that is something I can fix in post, and it's not that hard. But it can affect shadows, so I prefer, if I can, to not have to fix it in post. Let's see how this looks. There we go. I think this is looking good. Welcome back, Fluid. Okay. Gonna have him raise his hand a little bit more. There we go. And a little bit more. Okay, gets up, puts his hand up. He's gonna hold his hand there for a little bit. Let's do about... I think the sheep's actually going to lie down after 49, well, after 49 frames. But that is completely fine. I still don't know how people change their font in YouTube comments. I haven't figured it out yet. I know I could just Google it, but I haven't yet. Okay. And now he's going to put his hand down. I just bumped a leaf. Did it show up on camera? Okay, it didn't. Oh, man, that would have been annoying. I know I've only taken like 40-something frames, but still. I would have been like, no, I have to start all over again. Oh, and for those wondering why the shepherd doesn't have his like cape/cloak on right now, it's because he's lying on the ground and it would get in the way. It's purely just for ease of animation, and that is okay. It is not bad to make a shot easier if it doesn't really affect the quality. And this does not affect the quality. I feel like it would be very natural that if a shepherd is lying on the ground with his sheep and he's got a pure white cloak, he'd probably hang that up first. Exactly, yeah. Fluid's got it. He took it off to chill because the shepherd's chilling with his sheep right now. Okay, and... I think he leaves his hand up too long. I think it's better if we just make the movement smooth. Why did it go sideways? What happened here? What is going on here? How do I move the... What is going on? I can't see the number of the shot I'm clicking on now. I mean, I guess I can just go in blind. Okay, we want to get... Okay. Oops. Okay, we're going to delete a lot of the frames before he puts his hand down. Yeah, I feel like that will look better. Yeah, there we go. That's much more natural. Yeah, keeping his hand up, just waiting, was not the look I wanted. There we go. That looks natural. And now we can have him move his hand down a little bit further. There we go. Okay. I feel like that's a right amount of... Yep, that looks natural. And then we're going to have just a few seconds. Let's do... Not seconds, frames. Before the sheep, David our sheep, takes the cue. And he's like, oh, I can lie down. It's safe here. Okay. So now... we're moving the sheep. Fluid, have I ever seen The Iron Giant? I have not, but I really think that that movie looks interesting. So, it is definitely on my list of movies I'd like to watch. Okay. Okay, now this time we're going to add a little bit more movement. There we go. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I haven't seen it. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of sticky tack as David is falling, because at the moment, he's basically extended as far as he can without being completely parallel to the ground, and that would look very, very unnatural. So what we're going to do is put some sticky tack on his feet. That way he can fall a little easier. Now we just have to make sure, is the sticky tack visible? It is visible. We don't want it to be visible. So we're going to put it under his back foot, which I should have started with anyway. Oh no, it's leaving residue. We need to get rid of all of it. Okay. There we go. We got all of it. Okay, so we're going to put it on his back foot. Okay. Is it visible now? It is not visible. Good. Okay. That's what we wanted. Okay. Fluid, that's your favorite movie. Oh, man, I definitely have to watch that. And Robot Ham, Iron Giant is really good. I recommend it. And I will take movie recommendations from Robot Ham any day. So this is definitely a movie I think I need to see then. Okay. Is the sticky tack visible? It is not visible yet. Awesome. Is it visible now? Ever so slightly. And I think that people will not notice that the sticky tack is visible unless I point it out to them. So, we're going to leave that shot the way it is. And you might be wondering, Kris, you can't leave any small details that weren't meant to be in it. Stop motion has lots of things like that in it, even really big professional ones. If you've ever seen the old stop motion for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll notice that there are nails coming out of Rudolph's feet all the time, because that's how they made sure he stayed attached to the ground. And he leaves little holes everywhere he walks. So, I think having sticky tack for for a frame, is probably not going to be noticed. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. Fluid, you have an Iron Giant action figure. That actually sounds pretty cool. I know what he looks like. So I've got, like, the vibe of what the Iron Giant's supposed to be, I think. In terms of, like, what he looks like, I mean. Not like I know the vibe of the movie. Even though I have heard it's kind of sad. Okay, let's see. How natural does this lying down motion look? Yeah, that'll work. It's a little bit jarring at that angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete that frame and add just a little bit more sticky tack so he's a little bit more raised up. And then we'll do another shot where he's closer to the ground. There we go. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay, is the sticky tack visible from this angle? It is not. But at this point, we can get rid of the sticky tack completely. Because now he is just lying on the ground. That does not require any help to be stuck to it. Okay, that is a little bit too far. He didn't, like, yeet himself under the ground. Fluid, your grandma's doing better. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I was praying for her the other day, actually, so I'm very glad to hear that. Okay, so that movement is a little bit unnatural. There we go. Let's see, how does this look? Okay. Okay. And I think that path of motion works. We just gotta smoothen out the movement towards the end of it. Is that too much? Wrestle. I think it feels like a little bit much, but I feel like that just shows that the sheep is excited. And all of his movement so far has been really over-exaggerated. So I feel like that fits his general vibe. And now we can have him kind of just ever so slightly move in. But yeah, Fluid, I am very glad to hear that your grandma is doing better. There we go. Just a little bit more movement. Come on. Be nice. There we go. Okay, nope, that doesn't work because he changed angle. Yeah, we don't want him to change angle. We want him to just move back slightly. Oh, nope, that's too much. And then I hit grass trying to get to him. Hopefully that didn't move anything else. It didn't. Okay. This is salvageable. It'll be tricky, but definitely salvageable. Okay, okay, so he's gone too far to the left and a little bit too far up. Okay, so now he's gone too far to the right. Okay, now. Okay, so he falls, slides up. Okay. Just gotta angle him a little better. Okay, I angled him the wrong way. Okay, I see the problem is that he's actually in between studs. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do sticky tack. Because that was a problem. Jesus is not looking at him, though. Don't worry. Jesus is going to turn to him. It's okay. Jesus will be looking at him. He's going to turn to him after he's, like, put himself all the way to the ground. Okay, I put him way too far up. Okay, goes in, slides up. I think we're just going to angle him a little bit this way. Okay, no, that was too much. Okay, I think that's right. There we go. I think that movement looked good. Yep. And now Jesus will turn to him. Only tricky part is when he turns. Can I turn? Okay, good. His hair's firm enough that I can turn his head without having to take his hair off. Good. Okay. Leaned him back a little bit too far. Like, Okay, I'm gonna correct that movement a little bit. Okay, I basically just put him back to where he was before. There we go. Fluid Studios scientists, we put a man on the moon. Also scientists, we evolved from a rock. It is a bit of... I agree with you on that. It's a bit of a... I don't know. I don't see how we could evolve from a nothing, much less a rock, and then end up being able to do such awesome things that God has created us able to do. So... There is it kind of reminds me of the Bible verse that the Pharisees were complaining about people praising Jesus, and then he says that if people didn't praise him, that the very rocks would cry out. And I know in context, it's not saying that the moon's literally gonna cry out. However, it's a good example that we have. There's evidence of a creator everywhere that we look. Okay, and I think I'm just going to add just a little bit more head motion. Just very slight head motion. So that it looks good. So it's a nice ease in, ease out motion. Okay, waves the sheep. Lies down, he looks towards the sheep. There we go. I like that. Okay. And let's see, what was the total frames we're aiming for? 109. So they're gonna just lie still. I know it's weird to have them lie still for literally like 30 frames. But that is what's gonna look good. So we're gonna take 39 frames? 37. Okay, where did I lose the button? There we go. Man, I forgot how to use this for a moment. Let's do 38. That'll work. This is the great moment where I just wait for it to finish taking images. It feels like I'm cheating, but sometimes you just need still motion. Especially in Lego stop motion. Because it's not like other things where you can like animate them breathing. Animating Lego breathing is really awkward. I've tried it in a video I'm working on right now, actually. And I ended up just being like, nope, Lego people don't breathe. I suppose I could show an out of breath. That wouldn't be that hard, but I was trying to just do like steady breathing. It did not look good. Okay. It's kind of nice having different music that I don't have practically memorized right now. I'm enjoying this. Okay. Let's see how this... Okay, it's meant to be 109 frames, so we needed one more. Okay, at least I think it was 109 frames. Let me double check. Yes, okay, we've got enough frames. We're going to rewatch the footage. Okay, waves over to David. David lays down. He looks towards him. There we go. Okay. Export movie. It should already be set to the right location, right settings. Okay. Export movie. I get the point you're making, Fluid, but I'd also like to keep the vibe of this wholesome and not bring up political stuff, even though I 100% agree with you. Wait, did the music... did we just do the whole playlist? I think we may have done the whole playlist. Wait. No, we didn't. Wait. Did we? We did. Oh, no. It's a lo-fi one. We can start the same one again. I don't think there's any harm in that. Okay. There we go. Thank you for understanding, Fluid. Excuse me. Still got... I'm feeling much better, but I've still got a little bit of a cough stuck in my throat. Let's look at the shot. Maybe some over. There we go. There's a little bit of light flickering. It's not a lot, but there's a little bit. And I don't know what's causing it. It could be one of the lights, but I've got like 4 lights on this scene. So it could be any one of them. But I think we're good. It's like the barest hint of a flicker. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay. Now I can angle the screen back towards sitting down, because we're going to add this shot in. Oh no. Did I just open Discord? I'm not trying to open Discord. Please don't open Discord. Did it open Discord? I hope it didn't, because Discord takes forever to load. And I am also worried it will just pop up with a message. Okay, good. I was like, I intentionally disabled Discord so I could actually like get work done and not have incessant beeping the whole time. Okay. Video. Import media. Shot 2. And what we're going to do... Okay, it's the right length of time. And what I'm going to do... This one doesn't have any blue screen, so that's nice. What I am going to do, though, is we're going to essentially carry over the same color grading and see how it looks. Okay. Okay, and I also feel like this shot is very bright. So we might turn down the brightness a little bit. Okay, let's see. How do the two look in relation to each other? Yeah, this one is much brighter. And I feel like we're actually going to need to saturate this a little bit more because of how bright it is. So let's bump that up a bit. Okay, brightness. Let's put that down. -10. Let's see. I feel like we might even need to bump down the temperature a little bit more. To like -20, because the yellow's a lot stronger in this shot for some reason. Okay, I feel like they're looking pretty similar now. This definitely looks like it's like, obviously it's not the same location, but it's a similar location, and I feel like it fits in now. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's the line from the song, Fluid? It hasn't loaded for me yet. Oh, is that... Oh, that's... Is that what your comments were before, were those lines? Okay, I'm going to pause the music for a bit while we work on this shot. Okay. I'm going to give it the green bar of progress, hoping that it actually looks really good. Wait a minute. Okay, good. Okay. Let's try this.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
That flicker.
He leadeth me. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
What is causing the flickering? It's not awful, but it's definitely noticeable.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the... He maketh me to lie down in green...
I'm going to put that in full screen and see how annoying the flickering is.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth...
I don't know. It's a little noticeable, but I don't know if I'm looking too close at it. I can't really tell. I don't know. I've got a feeling there was one light that it got knocked over. I dropped it while I was working, and I'm wondering if that's what the flickering's coming from. The only thing is, it wasn't in the first shot. Although, let me put it in actual full screen and see if that changes anything.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me.
It's really not that noticeable. I think I'm being overcritical of myself. Okay. Let's see. That is a good lyric fluid. I like that. Okay. Shot 3 is what we're going to go on to now. Okay. Let's see. How long have we been streaming? What's the stream health? I gave a warning. It always gives a warning. We're okay. Also, for some reason, this is really far behind. Okay, let's see. It's only 11 o'clock. Do I try and do another shot? Got other stuff to work on. I do need to get some sleep. Decisions. Let me think. I've got time for one more. Sleep is an optional side quest. What am I talking about? Okay, let's do shot 3. That might be the last one of the day, though. But we're going to at least start shot. We're at least going to do shot 3. There we go. Okay, now shot 3. The camera's definitely going to need to be lower, and we're onto a different base plate now. There we go. Okay, I can put this base plate. Oh, ow. I went too far. My headphones are now about to fling off my head if I move too much. Okay, there we go. I was able to grab everything still. Okay, the next shot is a little bit of an experimental shot. There is a chance that we make this and that it doesn't work. But I'm going to go for it. Because experimenting is fun. And I feel like at least once in every video, I've got to do a shot that, even if it's not like an experimental, I've got to do at least one difficult or cool looking shot. Okay, so first of all, gotta move the camera. Yeah, I suppose I could do it that way, but that... Wait a... No, I shouldn't have thought of this. No, nope, I'm not gonna change my outline right now. That's a bad idea. I shouldn't change an experimental shot when I've already planned it. I need to stick to my plan. Okay. So what we need is we need to lower the camera very carefully so that it is okay. There's a good chance this shot doesn't work, but I want to try it at least once. It's a matter of principle. Okay. There's a lot of blue reflecting off the green Lego studs. I don't like that. We need to fix that somehow. I'll figure it out. Okay, is that tape noticeable? It is not noticeable. Good. Okay. Okay. There we go. That keeps the ground nice and even. Okay. So here is the idea of this shot. Fluid, you got time. Thank you. I do have time. I might take another Mountain Dew, but I do need to make good progress on this video. I want to get it done soon. And oh wait, what video is this for? This is for my animation of Psalm 23. I don't think I'd previously referenced to making this video at all. So this is, I think as far as you guys have heard, this is a new one. But it's only a minute long, so I'm hoping to be able to get this one done pretty quickly. I have another minute-long video I'm working on that's taking a long time, but it's also more complicated. There we go. I was about to, where I was going to place the shepherd, I was about to place him behind where the sheep was standing, and the verse is literally, He leadeth me beside the still waters, which implies that the shepherd is doing the leading, so definitely need to stick to that. Okay. Think about there. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, the camera is not even with the ground. Not this problem again. This drives me nuts. Okay, when is... Oh, the camera actually needs to lean this way a little. Come on, a little bit more. Oh, what up? Actually, the angle doesn't matter. I'm literally removing the entire background. There we go. Oh, I still got sticky tack on my sheep. Fluid. Jerry Scheidback. Who's that? Is that a name I should recognize? Okay, and we want to make it so that they're both in focus. Okay, so let's adjust focus a little bit. Oh, that is sharp. That is what we want. Also, there's a little bit of a hair on his back. Oh, that's just threads from the cape. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to try not to worry about threads on the cape, because there's not really much I can do about that. Okay, I know I could use his stuff like a walking stick, but I think I'm just going to have him holding it, because this shot is going to be a little tricky. So I think the simpler the movements, the better the effect will actually be. So basically what I'm going to do is we've got blue up here. So the blue up here is going to be the sky. The blue down here is going to be water. And I'm going to basically just reverse the image, have it be a reflection, add a water distortion here. Also zoom out the image a little bit. But basically there will be a reflection down here. And I just realized I am doing this ever so slightly wrong. Now, I don't need the full reflection to be visible. That's okay. Or do I want it to be visible? I don't know. No, it doesn't need to be full reflection. That's okay. It implies... Yeah, it'll be implied. Or do I want to change it? Actually, I know what I can do. I am making an adjustment. Hopefully I'm not going to regret this. If I lower the camera but pan it up, that does give me more ocean, or more water. So let's see. Am I going to regret this? Hopefully not. You can actually... I'm already getting a reflection of the minifigs a little bit, actually. Okay, can I zoom it out a little bit more? Okay, if I move it back... Just keep moving, keep moving. Okay, now I'm at a bad angle. But I think... This might actually work better. I know that now we've got a little bit of not blue at the bottom, but that's something I can crop out fairly easy, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should have left it how it was. I can't really move it without tearing up the paper now. Oh, wait a minute. When I remove the background, I can change the level of the ground. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. So we're going to do it like... Yeah, we can do it even like this, and that would work fine. So yeah, that's actually fine. We don't need to... I forgot, when I'm removing the background, the proportion of the blue doesn't matter anymore. There we go. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just casually losing my mind. Oh wait, did I get married yet? Not yet. I get married in September. September 27th, to be precise. So it'll be a little bit yet. But I am... very much looking forward to it. I am moving soon, though. So I'll be moving into my apartment in, let's see, June 1st. So I'm going to try to get my content ahead of schedule, because obviously I can't do much filming June 1st. But I am planning to, when I'm moving my, I'm gonna move all my stuff to the house, well, to the apartment. Then I won't have it all organized, but I'm thinking it would be fun to live stream like reassembling my Lego studio into a new room. I feel like that'll be a lot of fun. So I think that'll be a live stream. Let's see, June 1st is a Sunday, so June 2nd. That's what I'd like to do. That's my goal. I'd love for that to be a stream. I think that'd be fun. Okay. Anything else I need to add to this? Now, I think this is the right angle. There's not much blue leaking onto the bricks. There's still a little bit, but it's not much. The focus is good. So what we're going to do is... Oh, the ground might move a little bit. I feel like it should still settle in the same position, though. So we're just going to have to go with it. If the ground moves a little bit, that's okay. Fluid. Oh, that's your pasta. That's who you were talking about for his name. Gotcha. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some test frames. Actually, no. Before we do test frames, I need to remember how long this shot is. Okay. Duration. 3 seconds and 20 frames. Okay, plus 20. 92 frames. Okay. That is definitely doable. Because each step will take quite a few frames. So it's not like he's going to speed walk across the whole section there. So this is definitely, I think, a good spot. Okay. So now we're going to do some test frames. Make sure the camera's not moving. Excuse me. Actually, wait a minute. I'm going to double check the lighting first. But let's see. Did that move at all? Not anything noticeable in 5 frames, which isn't very helpful yet. But no, we're going to reorganize the lighting a little bit. Adjust it a little bit. And I'm actually going to not use the lights that I think is broken. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, something's wrong with the cable. Yeah, it's broken. That's the one that's flickering. Okay. We're going to not use... Oh, wow. That light is very annoying in your face. Okay. That's okay. I think I remember the name of the light, so I'll be able to get another one at some point. Okay. There we go. The blue is still fairly obvious. I'm going to move my other support lights a little closer to make up for the fact that we're now down to 3 lights. But that is still very doable. But that does mean, for my other video, having all 4 lights is very important. So, I can get by it with this video, but for my secret Star Wars one, yeah, that one I'm going to have to wait on making Feather Winds until I replace that light. Okay. It's late. I'm going to go to bed. Sorry, can't stay awake to the end. No worries. The video won't be finished in this stream, so I'm hoping maybe I'll do a couple short streams this week. Keep working on this video. We'll see what happens. I'm curious, what are the other shots we're up to? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see, shot is 92 frames. Let's do our test frames first. Let's do 16 test frames. Okay, I'll catch you when you're right back. Oh no, fluid, sorry. Won't let me mute the notification sound. I know there's a way to do it, but what it is off the top of my head, I do not remember. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not moving at all. Perfect. Our camera is nice and secure, so we can start the actual shot in earnest for shot 3. So that means just in one stream, we're actually going to be a quarter of the way through the video. So that is not bad. And I might still try to do another one. Because let's see, I don't have to be out and about. Let's see. My first thing's at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So if I get up around 8:30, 9ish. Yeah, we've got time. Sleep's an optional side quest. I might even do another shot after this one. There we go. Okay, so now that we know everything's working, we can have everyone start walking. I think I'm going to actually have him start in between studs. I think that'll give it a smoother look. Come on. Balance. Balance. That's not balanced. Come on. Does that look good? Oh, he's not in between studs, though. That's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. That's what I was going for. Excuse me. Okay. Now we can add just a little bit of movement. Let's see. How did that work? Wow. That will be... I don't even know if I'm going to be able to replicate that style of walking on the next shot, but that'll look really good if I can keep it going. Oh, that's why I don't have onion skinning on. I was like, I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to have his back leg caught up now. Okay, he leaned too far back. Oh, nope, not like that. Yep, there we go. Have him kind of turn just a little bit as he puts his next foot forward. And I initially didn't want him like moving his staff as he walked, but he's gonna move it a little bit. Okay, that is way too much movement. So let's put the foot down. There we go. Although his staff, it moved up too much. Wait, I just moved it up more. Okay. I think that looks good. Hey, croissant. There we go. Thank you for the, I don't know, the Easter Island emoji. I feel like that's kind of just become like the Sigma emoji. I don't know. I've seen it used for a few things now. Okay, so now we're going to do kind of in between steps here. Come on. Balance. Balance. This is why I don't like animating walking. It's annoying, and when people are watching an animation, no one's like, oh wow, your walking was so impressive. No one says that. It's underappreciated, and therefore I don't enjoy animating it as much. Come on. There we go. Does that look good? I think it looks good. Let's have a look. I think it does. Definitely wouldn't want to end it on a freeze frame like that, but we've got more motion to do. Okay, now he started walking, so we need a sheep to start following. Oh no, he fell over. Okay. Okay, and now he's gonna move that foot forward a little bit. The ground is definitely moving a little bit. The ground's actually moving a noticeable amount, and that's not okay. We are going to have to start that again, which is a little bit of a pain. I also feel like he's walking too fast. Okay. Gonna attach tape at different angles. To hopefully stop it from moving anymore. Okay, that tape's actually too close. An easy way to solve that is just to rip off the edge of it. Okay, come on. Cooperate with me. There we go. Is that visible? How is it still visible? I'm just going to fold that corner of the tape. Is it visible? It is no longer visible. Okay. Is that helping with it? Oh, part of it is just that the paper it's on is moving too. Well, that's also a problem. Tape more corners of the tape. There we go. I just need more tape. Welcome back, Fluid. Had to start the shot again. I didn't have enough tape holding the set down well enough. But I am fixing that problem as we speak. Or I suppose as I speak. Okay, is the tape visible now? Okay, slightly. But I think once I fold it down. Oh, that corner of the tape is also visible. Hey, Croissant, how you doing? Thanks for being patient with this boring part of the animation, because I'm just trying to make everything more solid. Technically, the background can still move, but the background's just blue. So I feel like that shouldn't be a problem. I'm also tempted. So I did originally want him to be walking with the shepherd staff the whole time, but at this angle, it's really hard to animate the staff without it looking ridiculous. Could I maybe put it on his back? Nah, that looks kind of ridiculous. Is it a problem if he's not constantly holding? Nah, he needs to be holding it. I'll just have him hold it higher off the ground. It might look a little funny, but it's going to make it much easier to animate him with it. Is that too ridiculous? Maybe just a little bit lower. There we go. That should work. Okay. Okay. Croissant, I am watching this while playing Minecraft Bed Wars instead of homework. Oh, Croissant, I don't know if you should be doing that. Like, Minecraft Bed Wars is a lot of fun. I'm not particularly great at it, but it is a lot of fun. Are you going to get, like, in trouble, or is it, like, homework that's due another day? Because I don't want you getting behind on your schoolwork. Like, I hate animating walking. Why did I write a shot where it's just walking without anything else going on? I don't like that. Why did I do that? I regret my actions. Fluid, is the 5K special coming along? It's still in the planning stage. But there is, I think I figured out everything I'm doing for it now. The merch is coming along. I actually had a meeting about that right before this live stream, actually. So I've got some exciting, obviously I can't show anything yet because it's not ready. But there's some fun stuff coming in the future with merchandise, which is going to be so much fun. Okay. Okay. Step in. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Okay, so he's pulling. Okay, so he's stepping forward with the left foot right now. Okay, now we've got to put the left foot forward, but only just. Put it down as low as it'll go. And now we have David the sheep is going to step forward a bit. I think I put him back by accident. Did I? Nope. That's where he was before. Welcome to the stream, Rainbow Socks. How you doing today? Why did I make a scene with so much walking? I'm gonna regret this. I'm already regretting this. What am I talking about? How does it look, though? I mean, there's not much to it yet, but I feel like it's actually not looking bad. Only 92 frames of this total or something like that. Hopefully I get better at this as we go. Come on, cooperate. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna have David the sheep move forward a little bit. He's going to turn a little bit. David the sheep's going to land on the stud he was going for. Okay, and now the shepherd is putting his right foot forward. So we're going to bring that to here. Right there like that. He's going to be rotating because he's turning into the step a little bit. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, I see the problem. Actually, there we go. There we go. Put the sheep down more. And I think it's, we said right foot forward. Yep. Wait, did I do? Oh, wait a minute. I skipped a frame of the walk cycle. We need to do foot down and turn more. Okay, he turned less. That is not what we wanted. How about now? Yep, that's what we want. Now we can add his foot going forward. And we put David the sheep down a little bit, which is what we wanted. There we go. And now we have my least favorite frame of the walk cycle, which is balancing in the middle. Oh, it worked straight away. Yes. 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 Ah, first try. Yes. That is not my favorite frame, as I literally just said. But I am happy that it worked first try. There we go. And I think I actually need to have... Let's see, how quickly is David the sheep moving? I feel like, yeah, he can start going up for his next step. Because if he goes too slow, he's going to fall behind. In fact, I think we can actually get away with a little. No. Small amount of movement, then big movement. Gotta do it correctly. There we go. Trying to remember. So we did one in between, then on. Okay, so now we need him turning into his next step. There we go. Thought you're gonna send the song if you want, but it was too big. No worries. Maybe you can like post it on something and then just tag me in it. That might work best. Okay, so now it's the shepherd's left foot going forward. Okay, and we're gonna turn a little bit. And then left foot forward. Okay, so basically I have one with it extended, one with it in between. There we go. Just gotta lean him forward a little bit. Okay. Still a little bit further forward. There we go. Okay. And now you got the sheep stepping forward. Why am I trying this with my left hand? I don't know. Okay, so he goes forward. Okay, no, he needs to actually be moving forward, not just up a little bit. Okay, did he move forward a little bit on that? Yeah, that'll work. Fluid, you'll post it on your other channel real quick. Awesome. Okay. Okay, foot out. And then in between. Balance. 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 Aha! Yes. How does it look so far? Not bad. There we go. SMMT Digital Notebook. Okay, I'm fluid. You posted it on the channel. Awesome. I'll check that after the stream. That's what I'd like to do. Don't fall. No, that is definitely not what I wanted. That's not good. Everything's falling apart. No. Okay. At least the previous frame was the in-between frame, which means that he can step forward. And that's like actually the goal. Okay, so he's right there, I believe. There we go. It's funny, walking is harder to animate than running because it's smaller movements. Okay. And now we have... David fell again. There we go. I'm going to have him turn a little bit again. And now in the middle... Let's see. Turn him a little bit. Let's see, and David's in a downward motion. Let's see, who's in chat at the moment? I don't know. We've got a lot of viewers, but not all of them are typing at the moment, which is okay. It is late at night. So I don't know. This may have turned into a stream where people listen to it to fall asleep, which I would not be offended by. Okay, now this time more rotation. There we go. Croissant, I am not in chat, I am in Minecraft. Hey, that is fair. You win that game of Bed Wars. Okay. Okay, I've kind of forgotten how many frames this one's supposed to be. How many? 92. We're at 25. Why? Why did I write this shot this way? Why? I regret my life choices. It's going to be worth it. This is going to be a good video. And it'll be a good testimony. So I really shouldn't complain too much. But I'm going to complain a little bit. Okay, so we have one of them still. Okay. We're going to have the sheep stay still for one more frame. Just because there's like a little bit of a pause in between each hop. Or bound, I guess is the better word. Okay. We got the shepherd in between studs. That's what I wanted. Okay. Why did I do that before moving the sheep, though? I regret that slightly. So I don't bump him. There we go. Okay. And the tape is working. The ground is not moving now. Fluid, do I play Java? I don't know if that was a question for Croissant or for myself, but I play Java. Amen, Fluid. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be right foot down, which means left foot is now moving forward. Sometimes I have little, like, graphs on the sides of the set outside of view to keep track of if it's left foot or right foot, especially if I've got more than one person walking. But for this shot, it's only one person with movable legs that's walking, so that's pretty doable. Okay. Okay, I don't want him leaning back too much. But a little bit is okay, because that is kind of how movement works. Okay, and now the sheep needs to be moving forward a little bit. Come on, don't fall. Okay, that's forward movement. That works. There we go. I think this is actually turning out better than I feel like it is. When you're animating it in the moment, it doesn't feel good. But then once the shot's done, they tend to feel much better. Which seems really obvious, but I have to remind myself of that fairly often while I am animating. Okay, so it's left foot forward. Did I already move the sheep? I did not already move the sheep. Okay, come on. Balance, balance, balance. No. Come on, David. Come on. There we go. Does that look right? It does! Yes! There we go. There we go. I don't know if you can still hear me, Croissant, but Fluid was trying to message you to see if you want to play Bed Wars together. There you go. Okay, so this is the frame where the shepherd's going to be halfway between studs. And David just fell over. David, why? I think this is where David was at. Is this where David was at? No, that is way past where David is at. David is falling behind. The gap between them keeps growing. David moves too slowly. But he's speeding up slightly. Oh, Croissant, your bed just got broken. That's right, lock in. You can still win this game. Fluid, David needs a walker. Yes, David needs a walker. David keeps falling over. I'm also going to have it. David's pauses in between bounces are going to be not as long now. Because he is falling behind. And that is not what I want. There we go. So David's going to start moving a little faster. Okay. Okay, I think it's... Yes, right foot forward for the shepherd now. There we go. Okay. Why did I move David first again? I need to stop doing that. Well, then I suppose the shepherd is in his halfway between studs mode, so it really, both of them are quite unstable in this point of the walk cycle. Come on. There we go. How does that look? Perfect. Okay. Now we've got the... There we go. David's gonna... His bounce out are gonna get a little faster. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Okay, so now it's left foot forward. It's gonna turn a little bit. There we go. And now we've got left foot lined up. And he turns. And then left foot out. I could also slow down Jesus's walk cycle a little bit. I feel like that would help too. So have him like turn even more when he steps forward. So have a, there we go, like an in between before the in between studs frame. I feel like that'll work. There we go. Fluid, someone stole your English books at school. That's not helpful. And Croissant, you won and got the final kill. Nice. There we go. Okay. So now it's an in-between frame for the shepherd. And the sheep's moving forward. In fact, we might even be able to add like a half in-between frame here to give even more time for David to catch up. Oh wait, we already did in between. Okay, I see what I did there, yeah. There we go. Yes, MG guy, the animation streams are back. We're doing Psalms 23 is this one. Okay, the sheep's definitely moving fast, but I feel like that's okay. Because so is the shepherd. Although part of me does feel like they're both moving too fast. But I feel like when it's in the greater context of the video, it'll work better. I am going to slow down the shepherd's walk cycle even more. Okay, and what's the sheep at? Okay. What I might do... Yeah, I'm going to have him slow down by adding a lift part as well. That'll add even more frames for David the sheep to catch up to. Okay. Let's see, and it is right foot forward. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna make this walk cycle. Might not look as good, but we're gonna try it out. Ah, David keeps falling over. No, David the sheep, stop falling over. Okay, now he's too low. David the sheep be struggling. There we go. Okay. Okay. How does that look? There we go. Have him lean forward for the next frame. David the sheep goes forward. There we go. Now he's catching up a little bit. Now for an in between the frames. Come on. There we go. Now we need to have David the sheep move forward. Wait, did he just... Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Now he's going to turn a little bit for the next step. Now he's going to move that foot forward a little bit. Keep turning. I suppose actually more accurately it'd be like that. Okay, and now be the same thing but turned a little bit. And we've got David gets up again to keep moving. There we go. Now he has his left foot going forward. There we go. Okay, and then kind of like a in between before the in between frame. That made much sense. Okay, now this is the balance part, which will still drive me nuts. Okay. There we go. Whew. It's funny that out of all the shots to be difficult, it's just walking. I know I've already said it today, but walking is just deceptively difficult to animate. There we go. Okay, so we've got in between frame on it. Okay, can I have him? He's gonna turn his leg a little bit. There we go. Then leg on the stud, but not all the way down. Down. He'll go down. David goes all the way down. Then he starts to pick up his foot again a little bit. Fluid, you love how you and Croissant are just playing Minecraft together. That's awesome. Just a chill night playing Minecraft. Listening / watching Kris Komedies try to animate a walk cycle. Go. Sheep needs to stay there for a little bit moment longer. Slight lean forward. Wait a minute. Did I have him? 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's okay. It's like David's taking a breather for a moment. Okay. There we go. In between studs again. And then still kind of in between studs, but kind of attached. Now, actually down. David starts to move. Come on. There we go. Oh, just under 20 frames to go. That feels nice. We're getting there. Okay, did I already? Okay, in. Okay. Okay. There we go. And now left foot comes forward, but not completely on the stud, only partially. And that's a little bit too much that he's leaned back. And David needs to be moving forward still. There we go. Fluid coal acquired. Nice. Are you still playing Bed Wars? Or are you just playing Minecraft together at this point? Did I miss a step halfway through? Oh no, he just stopped for a frame, I think. I need to double check that. Okay, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. He just stops and takes a longer step. That's all it is. There we go. Croissant, you're actually really liking because you have vibrant visuals on at the moment. Gotcha. Yeah, it's cool that they've got it, but I don't think all computers can necessarily handle it. Okay, so now he's getting ready to move his left foot forward. David is moving forward again. You know what? I think it would look weird if the shot ends. Oh, no, never mind. There's not that much to the shot left. I was about to say, if the walk cycle goes on for too long, Jesus is going to get too far ahead and it'll look like David the sheep is not following him. But I think that since the shot is almost done, that's okay. It will not get to that point. There we go. Got in between frames. Come on, balance. Balance. That is not there we go, there's balance. Okay, another shot where it's mostly in between frames still. he's bringing his right foot forward. David's preparing for another bound. Actually, he'd stop bounding at this point. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to show right foot right there. There we go. And now David's going to move a little bit. There we go. We're going to have him down a little bit, then onto the next frame. Oh, this shot's actually really close to done. I think when I said 20 more to go, I was being inaccurate. I think it was 10 more to go. So now there's only about 6 shots left. Or 5, depending on if it's counting the current frame or not. Okay. David's still in between studs, so we'll have him keep moving forward. Oh no, Croissant, you died. Did you die in a way that you can still get your stuff back, or did you like die near lava or something? There we go. Just gonna step forward just a little bit, lean there. And David's coming down from that bound. There we go. I just noticed there's like a small speck of dust that I think is hidden from the camera, but I'm too afraid to move it because it might be visible. If the dust doesn't move, then it's not as big a deal. Oh, it's definitely not visible. Never mind. If it's not visible, I'm gonna brush it off real quick. Oh yeah, you can't even tell that I brushed it. Perfect. Okay, another in-between frame shot, basically, although it's not in-between frame, in-between studs. Okay, he leaned too far back. Turn. And now for the left foot forward on the stud, but still kind of leaning. David will start another bound. Oh no, he died again? That's not good. Did you die trying to get all your stuff back? I just realized we passed the amount of frames we need. Oops. Oh, wow, it is lagging. There we go. There we go. The shot is finished. We actually have a couple extra frames. And that is not bad. Okay. So, since we have extra frames, let's see, the amount we're supposed to have, 92. So we need to delete the last 4 frames. Oh, 3 frames. Never mind. There we go. Export movie. There we go. And if we caught the right light that's flickering, there shouldn't be any flickering on this shot now. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. Walking across. Yeah, I feel like with the sound and music, right now it's awkward by itself. It's not my best walk cycle that I've ever done, but it's also an awkward angle to film walking at. So I'm happy with how it's come out. And there's no flickering now. The paper, you can see the paper below is moving slightly, but there's going to be a water filter added on that. So that'll not be bad. There we go. Although technically, is it the grass moving or the paper? I can't tell. I think it's the paper. That's what I'm going to go with. But I think that shot turned out well. Okay, so let's pause the music while we add this shot in. And I think I'm going to call it a night after this one. Okay, let's see. So we've got the main shot. We're going to carry over. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save this as a custom settings. That way I can just add it to all of them. So we're going to add this as Psalm 23A. Because I'll probably have different presets. But now that we've got that as a preset, that means I can just load that. And that looks pretty good already. That matches the other shots really well. It is a little bit more blue, but they're also going to be right next to water, so I feel like that's actually what we want. And now we're going to need to remove the background, and we'll see if it actually lets me... Nope, it's still viewing the mouse. Okay, come on. Aha. Nope, it still removed white. Okay, let's just pick that color again. Hide the 2 layers below it. Offset. Go, just max that out. Oh, wow, that actually looks really good. I think we don't even need... Okay, we need a slight edge feather. Unless we, like, reduce the thickness. Oh, no, we need to reduce it the other way. Okay, that was too much. -2. -2.5. I feel like that looks pretty good. And if we get rid of the feather now, that looks good. There's a slight amount of blurriness, but not a bad amount. So I'm pretty happy. Let's see how that looks.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
I think that looks good.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
Yep, that will definitely work for the shot I have in mind.
He restoreth.
So I am going to add to our progress bar. And then I'm also going to turn off the chroma key for now. So we have animated 3 of the shots. So in that sense, about a quarter. And it actually is about a quarter of the timing. Yeah, because we got to 15 seconds of it animated. Yeah, so a quarter of the way there in one live stream. And that is not bad. So I'm going to call it a night here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know it's a different stream than we've done in recently, but it's nice to get back to the animation streams to get to show you some of my behind-the-scenes work and what I do. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, and remember, God is good.